everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be explaining to you guys about critical chance and critical damage. I will also be covering the equipments that provide you with critical chance and critical damage later in the video. So this video will be a part of the equipments guide video, and I am so happy to be back doing voiceovers. I've been suffering from cold for like 10 days now, and from today I'll be releasing a lot of voiceover guides for you guys, including the equipment one and also the enchantment one and the other hero tutorials that you guys have been asking for. So if you guys find this video helpful, make sure to support me by hitting the like and subscribe button. Now with no further ado, let's get right into the video. So before going into critical chance and critical damage, first let me tell you guys what critical hit means. Let us assume that you are playing a marksman. Each of your normal hit deals 1000 damage to the enemy. But if the enemy is hit critically, your normal attack will deal 2000 damage to them. So basically, a critical hit deals 200% damage or twice the damage to the enemy. So in order to differentiate a critical hit from a normal hit, you can see the indicator near the number 164. There is a symbol, right? That symbol indicates that it's a critical hit. And also the font size is bigger than usual, so if it's a normal hit, it will be written in very small numbers. Since a critical hit deals double the damage, it is a very important part in any marksman's overall damage output. And since marksmen have a lot of attack speed, they will be able to deal a lot more damage if the attacks are hit critical instead of just normal attacks. Dealing a critical hit is completely based on probability, and the higher the critical chance you have, the more critical hits you will be able to deal. For example, here you can see that I have a critical chance of 62.6%. So that means out of 100 normal attacks, 62 of my normal attacks will be able to hit critically. You can bring it to a maximum of more than 130, but it won't be necessary. If you have 100% critical chance, all of your auto attacks will be able to hit critically. Now we are going to talk about all the equipments in the game that can give you increased critical chance. Now Clave Sancti is the most important equipment that is found in almost any marksman's arsenal, and here is a very good reason why it is so popular. As you can see, the unique passive of Clave Sancti gives the hero increased movement speed after landing a critical hit, and the last line says it is only usable by ranged heroes, which means that only marksmen can benefit from the passive of Clave Sancti, and that is why this equipment is so popular among all the marksmen. You can also use Clave Sancti on warriors and assassins such as Wukong and Nakroth, but you will not be able to get the increased movement speed that a marksman will get if they are using that equipment. Apart from that, it also gives you 25% critical chance. Now, the most important thing about Clave Sancti is that it gives you increased critical damage, and right now in the game, this is the only item that can give you increased critical damage, and Arcana such as Rampage can give you increased critical damage. So these are the only two ways by which you can increase your critical damage. Now I'll explain to you what a critical damage is. So as I mentioned previously in the video, you guys know that a critical hit deals 200% of damage. So if it's 1000, it will be 2000 if it is hit critically. But if you have increased critical damage, you can increase the percentage from 200. So if you have Clave Sancti, it gives you 40% critical damage, and that will bring your critical damage to 240% instead of 200. So you will be able to deal more than twice the damage if you have Clave Sancti in your build. And since Clave Sancti also gives you 100 attack damage, it can also be used by some warriors such as Chi and Florentino, and if they have luck, they will be able to land a critical hit and deal a lot of damage. And here you can see that whenever I land a critical hit on Thane, my movement speed increases by a little. You can see these streaks of air going behind Moran, and here now it's not going, and whenever I shoot him, I will be able to move faster. So this is the passive that gives you increased movement speed whenever you land a critical hit, and it is very important for heroes like Valheim and Caphene. So they will be chasing you down, spamming their auto attacks, and this equipment will be giving them increased movement speed, making them chase you even faster, or if you are playing Valheim, it will help you chase the enemies. I believe that I have covered everything about Clave Sancti. Now let's move on to the next equipment. Now Slick Sting is basically an attack speed equipment, and therefore it is found on the builds of marksmen who are dependent on attack speed, such as Valheim, Laville, Hayate, etc. And it also gives you critical chance of 25%. So it gives you 35% attack speed, 25% critical chance, and 7% movement speed. 7% movement speed is a lot because you will have like 400 base movement speed, and having 7% is going to increase your overall movement speed by a lot. And for a marksman, it will help them run away from assassins better, having equipments like this that give them increased movement speed. And the unique passive of this equipment is that whenever you land a critical hit, it will give you 2 seconds of increased resistance. So like I've told you guys before, resistance is the ability to resist a crowd control ability. So having Slick Sting in your build gives you increased resistance, and you will be able to resist stuns, knockups, slowdowns a lot better. Now that's going to be everything about Slick Sting. Now let's move on to the next item. So Blitzblade is another important item that is used by a lot of marksmen who are dependent on attack speed, and it gives you 35% attack speed, 15% critical chance, and 5% movement speed. So this is a very good item because it gives you attack speed, critical chance, and movement speed. But the most important thing about Blitzblade is that it has a very unique passive. So as you can see here, Chain Lightning. Normal attacks have 30% chance to trigger Chain Lightning, dealing 135 plus 25% physical damage as magic damage, and can crit and has a cooldown of 0.35 seconds. So what this basically means is that you have a 35% chance to trigger a lightning that will go and hit all the enemies and deal magic damage, and it can also crit. So as you can see here, a lightning gets triggered from Moran's gun and attacks Stain, dealing magic damage. So that is the unique passive of Blitzblade. So the next equipment on our list has an active passive. It's Bow of Slaughter. It gives you 100 attack damage, 15% critical chance, and 10% lifesteal. But the most important thing about Bow of Slaughter is that it gives you a very strong active ability, and if you turn the ability on, it increases your lifesteal by 60% for 3 seconds. And again, it is only usable by ranged heroes, so it won't work on warriors or assassins. So if you just want lifesteal, you can't use this equipment and turn on the passive, and if you attack, you won't get any lifesteal at all because this equipment only works on marksman. So as soon as you get this item, a new icon will appear on your screen with a symbol of this item, and if you turn it on, for the next 3 seconds you will have a lot of lifesteal. So as you can see here, for those 3 seconds I had like 700 lifesteal for every hit. So this 1v5 mega kill that I got with Laville was only possible because I had Bow of Slaughter.
Made it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
So Bow of Slaughter is a very useful item because it will help you fight back against warriors who try to attack you. So it won't work against assassins like Wukong and Zhuka who will just come and one-shot you, but it will work against warriors who will slowly deal damage, and you will be able to quickly steal a lot of life and you will be able to kill them. Now the last equipment on our list is going to be Devil's Handshake, and it is the equipment that gives the most attack speed among all the equipments. Basically it gives you 30% attack speed, 20% critical chance, and 5% movement speed, which are all good stats for an equipment. But the unique passive is the most important thing about this equipment also. It increases your attack speed by 50%, and that is every time you land an auto attack successfully on an enemy, you get 10% attack speed. So you can stack it up to a maximum of 5 times. So overall it gives you 50% attack speed from its passive. So this equipment alone can give you 80% attack speed overall. So when you are using Devil's Handshake, there is an indicator above flicker and restore button that shows you how many stacks you have right now, and the more auto attacks you have, the more stacks you can gain to a maximum of 5 stacks, and when you are at 5 stacks you have 50% attack speed. So this equipment is also used by a lot of marksmen, especially Laville and Valheim, who are highly dependent on attack speed, and this really works very well with the passive of Valheim, which also gives him increased attack speed. So that's it for today's video guys. I hope you all found this video entertaining and helpful, and if you did, make sure to support me by hitting the subscribe button. More episodes from this series will be released in the near future. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you all have a very great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.